Hi Marika, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Hey Marika, I'm Eric.
So this week you asked me about like driver's tests and how nervous I was, how hard it was, all that kind of stuff. And so I guess I can talk to you a little bit about that. I was blown away with how much you had to study because I guess it's done by state here. Each state has their own little book that you have to study, and it's not very big. It's maybe like an actual size. It's maybe a quarter of the size, like height and width of one of your bigger books, and then it's probably about the thickness of one of your smaller books. So I mean, it's not a whole lot. I mean, you have to learn all the road signs and all the different types of speed limits, like where they're required and whatnot, and the proper turns and all that stuff. But here it's a two-step process. First you study your book, then you go into the DMV. At 15 and a half you get a driver's permit, which is like a learner's permit. It allows you to drive with somebody else 18 or over that has a driver's license. That allows you some experience on the road. In order to get that, you have to study your book and do the like a test in the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. Now when I took the test, it was on a computer. The way that they did this computer test was basically they would randomly give you the questions, and all the questions they're planning to ask you are on it. You have to get the minimum amount right. Once you get the passing amount right, you don't even have to do anymore. You don't have to answer anymore. And you also have the option to skip questions, which I did. So I mean, you can choose to put them at the end, so that if you get through the whole thing and you still haven't answered enough questions, then you can start those over and you can start to answer those and hopefully not get any wrong. But you know, I passed with what was considered 100%, but I also didn't answer all the questions. Once you have your learner's permit, you get to drive for 6 months, and you can take your driver's ed if you're a teenager. Once you're 18, you don't have to take driver's ed, which is like a class. Then comes the real test. Basically, you do the computer test all over again. I may have even had to take a written one. I really don't remember. It's been a long time. I mean, it was when I was 18, and I'm turning 25 on Tuesday. So after the written test, you take an actual like physical in the car test, which is the part that was hardest for me. I failed the first one, but the guy was a jerk. Every time I made a mistake, he would tell me I just made a mistake and what it was, and I'd get more nervous and make more mistakes. And I still think he tricked me, because my very first turn, there was a stoplight right there in a line, and he said that I didn't get up to speed in time. I mean, how are you supposed to get up to speed in time when 3 feet away is a line of cars? I digress. I'm just saying. The second time I took my test, though, I went to a different place, and their instructor got in the car and didn't tell me what I did wrong until the end. And the only thing I even missed on that one was something that I did at the other one, and the only thing he didn't yell at me about. Go figure. I wasn't nervous the first time, but I was definitely nervous the second time because I had failed the first time. The written test wasn't all that hard, but like I said, we didn't have all that stuff to study. I just had a little book that I had to thumb through, and I actually didn't even study. I kind of read through it on the way to take my permit test. By the way, I wanted to say that I love the idea of getting something digital from you for my birthday, whether it be, you know, in your video, or if you want my email address or something like that. Also, if you'd like, in our Facebooks, I'll be more than happy to give you my address, and you can give me yours. Obviously, I don't expect very much in the way of you sending me anything or me sending you anything. But who knows, maybe you'd want to send me something, or I'd want to send you something, and it'd be nice to have it for a just-in-case kind of situation. Alright, question time. So on that note, my birthday is on Tuesday. Yay! And, two things. Like I told you, I'm going to have a really fancy dinner on Sunday, before my birthday, in celebration. And two, my friend Kat is going to make me this awesome cake, which is like a red velvet brownie cake with icing and real strawberries and bananas, and oh my god, it's so good. Kind of invented it for another friend's birthday, and so we kind of made it like a tradition that we're going to start doing that for everybody's birthdays. My question to you this week is, do you have any family traditions? I don't think I mentioned it during Christmas videos, but a family tradition of mine is that at Christmas time, everyone in our family gets a new ornament with the year on it. Do you have any sort of traditions, whether it be for birthdays or for Christmas or any other holidays or anything like that? That's the question, and I will see you on Monday.